We start with that investigation. It's underway in Scott County after an inmate in the detention center was put on life support after allegedly hanging himself. 5 News reporter Kayla Davis is here now. And Kayla, you're talking to another inmate who was in the jail at the same time and the family.
That's right, Morgan. Sources tell me Jesse Stinson was an inmate at Scott County Detention Center for almost a month and that he was suffering from drug withdrawal. Corey Milligan, a lifelong friend and fellow inmate, tells me he had severe medical emergency in the last day of Milligan's detainment, vomiting blood along with other symptoms of withdrawal, despite multiple attempts to ask for help and an ambulance. Now, Jesse's family tells me he is in critical condition.
Sorry, I get a little emotional about it. It's just mind-blowing how they have treated him.
Corey Milligan says he and Jesse Stinson are like brothers. He says he felt heartbroken watching his lifelong friend go through so much pain while they were both incarcerated at the Scott County Detention Center. Milligan tells me Stinson was prescribed Suboxone from his doctor, a medication that eases the symptoms of opioid withdrawal. He says when Stinson arrived at the detention center, his friend was taken off of Suboxone and instead given the anxiety medication Ativan over the course of 3 days.
He was coughing up puddles of blood, and he had sent numerous messages to his stepmother, Amber Stinson, crying out for help, asking her to please reach out to 5 News or anybody if she had to, just to get to a hospital to get help. And he was completely ignored.
The next thing Stinson's stepmother Amber heard was that Jesse had tried to hang himself and had been taken to Baptist Health Hospital in Little Rock for treatment.
Jesse is not a suicidal person, never has been. He's been through a lot in his life, and that's just not him.
Stinson says neither she nor any other family members were notified of Jesse's medical emergency. She says it took multiple calls and showing up to the detention center in person to find out he had been sent to the hospital alone.
He's tough, and he's got a lot of people that's worked hard to get him through this, and he wasn't alone. He may have thought he was, and they made him feel that way, but he was not. He's very loved. He's got lots of people that care, lots of family that love him. And he should never have to feel like he was alone.
We have reached out to the Scott County Sheriff's Office to learn more about what happened. They told 5 News in a statement, quote, "The health and safety of the people who are detained in our facility is something we take very seriously. Whenever any significant incident occurs in our facility, a review is conducted to ensure all applicable policies and procedures, as well as the law, have been followed. That has already begun and is ongoing." I spoke with Amber Stinson about an hour ago, and she is currently on her way from the Fort Smith area to Baptist Health in Little Rock. She says she has gotten word from the hospital that Stinson is awake and even giving a thumbs up to his doctors. She says the doctors are in the process of removing his breathing tubes. Kayla Davis, 5 News.